Good morning, everybody. This is a little bit of a tribute to my mother, Gladys Ann Sprague. She was born on June 10th, 1935, and passed away October 3rd, 2019. She married Willard Everett Sprague Sr. on November 3rd, 1958. And this is my favorite picture of them at what they call the Shahakton, which is the wedding of the rivers in Hancock, New York. And they had 4 kids, obviously: Willard Jr., Jeff, Larry, and myself. And the previous picture, he was always telling my mother why I oughta, and she would say, "Go ahead and try it, Buster." Anyways, this is her with 2 of my kids. I'm missing so many photos. I don't know what's happened to them. This is my mom, my great-grandmother, my great-aunt, and myself. And I was like, I don't know, maybe 2, if it's that old. This is my mother in the nursing home. I had some pictures sent to me, and it was like they sent me the most horrifying pictures just to be mean. Like, this is my mother with my oldest granddaughter. This is shortly, I think, just a couple of days after she was born. And it was kind of fun to have her there. And this is my mother with one of my nieces. My mother absolutely loved her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren. They were kind of like the apple of her eye. And again, my mother with one of her great-granddaughters. This is the second to the oldest of her great-granddaughters of my kids. This is my second oldest granddaughter. And yes, that is Go Granny Go in the background. This is pre-deer accident, as you can see. And that's one of my daughters. And yes, we were having a picnic. My mother's favorite thing was going someplace to eat, or picnic, or just fixing something to eat. This is my mom and my dad at a family reunion that we had every year in upstate New York. And one of my mother's most noted things was her black coffee and Pall Mall cigarettes all day long. Non-stop, black coffee and her Pall Mall cigarettes. And the radio going. Harlequin romances, Red Book, and Women's Day. That was her life. And Christmas time, this is actually her angel. I lost all of her Christmas decorations, but these were hers on my tree in a shop I had here in Butler. And this is a photo that I did, a sketch of my mom from a photo that was sent to me. The day she passed 2 years ago, I had so much hate and anger thrown at me that day. I had to get away and went for a walk, and a dragonfly kept landing on me. So I bought that dragonfly keychain from Van Tel Pearls. This is the photo that I used, that I drew that picture from. Another one of the photos that my cousins sent to me. As you can see, that's the type of photo they constantly would send me. This is her again in the nursing home. And they always had the same theme, like they actually blamed me and said that I gave her dementia. I'm not sure how that works, but I don't think somebody can give somebody dementia. But that's okay. This photo I actually really love of my mom. because my mom always did dress nice. And this is my mom, and I can't remember which beach. My brother was always taking my mom on vacations. This is 2 of her granddaughters. This is actually quite an old photo. And this is my mom's little dog, Daisy. Isn't she sweet? I actually love this little dog. I wish we still had her, but we couldn't keep her after my mom went back to New York. But she was such a sweetheart. And this is my grandma, Laura Sprague. My dad, it's my dad's mom. And this is my mom. And this was taken in her trailer in Shinhopple, New York. And this is my mom and her best friend, which is actually her sister-in-law. Charlene Spry was married to my mom's youngest brother. And Charlene passed away just a few months before my mom. This is my mom and my second to the oldest granddaughter. And this picture was taken here in Missouri. And this is Miss Sophie. And then again, this picture is my Aunt Charlene, my mom's best friend. This is the last time the 2 of them saw each other. And it was just a few months later that Charlene passed away. And then my Aunt Ethel passed away a couple months later. Good morning, everybody. I'm adding this on the very end of the video you're seeing. And I'm just sitting here this morning. I'm having a cup of coffee. No, it's not black. I mean, I can drink black coffee if I use brown sugar in it. I can handle it, but I'm not a black coffee person. So I'm just sitting here having my cup of coffee, reminiscing, thinking about things. And no, I'm not smoking Pall Mall cigarettes. I just can't. That's not going to happen. But thinking about everything that's gone on over the last 2 years, and realizing that it's okay to let go of toxic people, no matter who they are, whether it's brothers, whether, because I don't have any sisters, whether it's your sisters, could even be your parents, whether it's your cousins, friends, or even your own children, because your own kids can even be toxic. It's okay to let them go. I never got to say my goodbyes to my mother. I never got to have the closure that everybody else in my family got to have. So I still feel like I could pick up the phone, call the nursing home, and check with the social worker on how she's doing. I still feel like I can call on her birthday, which is the only day of the year she remembered she had a daughter, and knew who I was just by them saying, and it was the only day of the year they could say, your daughter's on the phone, and she wouldn't go off saying, oh, BS, my daughter's dead. Because in her eyes, somebody, somewhere, long before even her dementia had gotten really bad, had convinced her that I had passed away. So, that was something cruel that my family has done and uncalled for. Pretty sure I know who did it. 99.9% sure. Via a few other people. So, yeah, there was one day a year, and that was on her birthday, that she knew who I was, would talk to me, and I would call her on her birthday and sing happy birthday. And I still, on July 10th, have the urge to pick up the phone, call the nursing home, and sing happy birthday to her. So today I'm going to spend the rest of my day, it's only a little after 6 a.m. I'm a little slow getting up. I'm getting things ready. I have a bunch of videos to put together for you guys. I am going to just go out and spend the day doing absolutely whatever comes to mind. You know, going for a hike, going for a ride, going wherever life lands me today. Because you don't have to have a set of rules. You don't have to have a set goal for every day. Just go out and live life. Go out and get in your car. Make sure you have plenty of gas. Make sure you're well. Make sure you have a food plan. Make sure you have plenty of drinks. Something in case you get someplace and you can't purchase food, because Kansas, a lot of restaurants are closed. I don't plan on going to Kansas, even though I live like 15 minutes from the border. So yeah, that's kind of my plans for today. And who knows, maybe I will take a blanket or two and my pillow, make sure my meds are with me and a change of clothes, and who knows, maybe I'll just stop somewhere or park somewhere and spend the night. So everybody, cheers. Have a cup of coffee this morning. Go out, enjoy life. I'll talk to all of you guys in the comments. Everybody, be kind, be nice. There's enough meanness in this world. Love y'all. Bye, guys.